Welcome, 5th and 6th grade students. Last week we discussed tiny houses. We looked at reasons why people would want to downsize and live in a tiny house. And then most of you wrote benefits of living in a tiny house. Well, I compiled all of them in a Google document and I shared it with you in Google Classroom. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to take that information and create an infographic in a site called Easily. The link to Easily and to the tiny house benefits document are linked in Google Classroom. So after this video, you'll log into Google Classroom. Here is what the Google tiny house benefits looks like. Now, if you don't see yours here, what I did is I compiled them, so it might have been similar to something somebody else wrote. So I can scroll down and I can see all of these reasons why people would live in a tiny house. That link is in Google Classroom in your assignment. So I've created an assignment called Create a Tiny House Infographic in Easily. This is actually the link to Easily, but before I do that, I want to open up the lesson. Again, here's the link to Easily, and then here's the tiny house benefit Google document. I already have it opened, which I already showed to you. What I want to now do is I want to click on Easily so I can show you what it looks like whenever we create our infographic. Here's the site for Easily. What I want to do is I want to log in. So I'm going to click on the login button. You will log in as well. You don't have to worry about putting in your email or your username or password. What we're going to do is we're going to sign in with Google+. Google+ is the same thing as your Google account. So we're going to click on Google. I have to allow Google to talk to my Easily account. So I'm going to hit allow. What that does is it links both your Easily account with your Google account. Now, here's what the site Easily looks like. There are a lot of different templates that you can choose from here, or we can start fresh with our own one. Now, none of them are about tiny houses. So what I can do is I can either pick one that looks interesting to me and then delete some of the pictures that are there, or I can start fresh. Just for fun, let's go ahead and choose top songs. Now, you don't have to do this one. You can pick something else, but I'll show you how you can delete things and add things here in Easily. Once I click it and open it up, it's going to open up my object here. Now, again, these are top songs from the 40s to 2010. That's not the title that I want. And it's really easy to use and navigate here in Easily. You can just double click on something and it brings up your text box. So this might be about tiny houses. So I can type tiny houses in here. I can even type in, benefits. If I wanted to get rid of something like the 2040, I can just click on it and delete it and it goes away. I can click on these words once again. I can move them around in my title. If I didn't like this template, I can go up here to the templates and I can add different templates. I can go over to objects and maybe I want to search for a house. I can type in house and it's going to give me all of these different houses. So maybe I want to put in a picture of a tiny house. Now, there's a lot of things in the pro version of this. We don't have the pro version, so we're not going to buy it or anything like that. But if I click on this picture, I can make it bigger or smaller. The media, let's see what that does. If we wanted to link a YouTube video, we're not going to do that for our project, so we'll just close out of that. Backgrounds, if I didn't like the background that I wanted, I can choose different backgrounds here, and it's going to change the way that it looks. There's just plain ones, simple ones. If I wanted to draw something like an arrow to point to a tiny house, my tiny house, I can do that as well. I can put in text boxes here or charts. We probably won't use charts, but you might want to use some arrows. Other things that we can go to, if you wanted to clear everything, you can see there's the clear button up at the top. Just a lot of just fun stuff here. I want you to play around with it a little bit, and then what I'll do is in class is I'll show you a little bit more about what you can do for your infographic. Remember, we looked at those infographics last week in class, and it talked about the benefits of the tiny house and all of those different pictures and images. Same thing is what we want to do here in ours. Now, if you have any questions, I'll be around and answer those questions. But first, what you want to do is you want to log into your Google account. You want to take a look at the benefits list. You want to go to the Easily link and link up your Google account with Easily. You can start fresh with your infographic, and you can see a lot of different things that might come into it. You can add something else on your own. What also is neat is at the bottom of the screen here, you can make your infographic larger or smaller just by pulling at the bottom corner. I thought that was a pretty cool thing as well. Now, like I said, I'll answer some questions in class. I'll show you some more things that I find out about Easily. I just happened to find this site, so I think it's a pretty good site to make your infographics. All right, I'll stop the video now, and you can go ahead and log into Google Classroom. Thanks for watching.